All right, so we were talking about Celsius and Fahrenheit temperatures, and we had this formula for calculating Fahrenheit from Celsius, but of course it's a little complicated. You have 9/5 and plus 32, and that's not something you could easily do in your head. So there's this sort of shortcut formula, which is 2 times the Celsius temperature plus 30, and that's something you can do a little bit more easily in your head. And it's not too far off. You sort of, I have 9/5, well 10/5 would be 2, so 9/5 is just a little bit less than 2. And so you're multiplying by a number that's just a little bit bigger, and I guess to kind of compensate for it, you're adding something that's just a little bit smaller. So, of course, that's not perfect, right? Obviously, they're not the same, but it's just an approximation, and you can do this one in your head fairly easily. You know, double something and add 30. It's a lot easier than trying to multiply by 9/5 and add 32. So, and we can take a look at a couple examples to see, for example, the temperature's 30, then 9/5 times 30 plus 32. So let's see, 9 ABC5 times 30 plus 32 is 86 degrees. But 30, well, times 2 would be 60, plus 30 is, that's 90. I can do that in my head, right? Or maybe like, I don't know, 40, right? So it's 9/5 times 40 plus 32. So 9 ABC5 times 40 plus 32, that's 104. All right. And then, so over here though, 40, 2 times 40 plus 30, well that's easy, 80 and 30 is 110. All right. So again, they're not perfect, 110 versus 104, it's off a little bit, but I can do that in my head and it's a lot quicker and easier. Now, there is one particular number, one particular input number that I could put into either formula and I would get the same number. So there's one number, there's one temperature, Celsius, that I could plug into either one of these formulas and I'd get the same output number, the same output Fahrenheit. So that means that the estimate is actually absolutely 100% right. And that's your task to figure out what that number is. Just got to go through, we're just using the guess and check model to see if you can find it. There is an easier way, well, I won't say easier, there's another way that might be less work if you can figure out how to do it. I will point out here, notice that we are from 104 to 110, we are off, we have an extra 6 degrees here. But here from 86 to 90, that's an extra 4. So at 30 degrees, our estimate is a little bit more accurate than at 40. So if we want dead on, we probably don't want to try numbers that are bigger than 40 because it looks like they're getting more and more inaccurate as we go in that direction. We probably want to go the other way. All right. So again, you're looking for a number, a degrees Celsius, that I could plug into the actual formula to find a degrees Fahrenheit, or I could plug into this sort of simplified do-it-in-your-head model and get the same temperature in Fahrenheit both ways.